The Sponge Slav. Tonight we got in the house. He call him the Sponge. He sponge everything. He want to learn everything. He's on the video session all the time. He requests video. He want to learn and develop that way. The last 24 hours, we know he was questionable about his hockey sense. He talked about this part. But Martin Saint-Louis, he said he's like a sponge. He loves to learn. He wants to develop better, to become better. He just want to become better. And for me, Marco, it's not about scoring goal. It's not about how I can shoot the puck in the net. How it's about the details of the game. He wants to learn to go on the forechecking, how he can get better on forechecking, how he can win the battle to the board, how he can back check in the defensive zone, how he can coverage his men better. And all the details of the game. It's easy to play F1 on the offensive. You just go for checking behind the net. You're chasing the guy with the puck, and you're angling the guy. That's easy, right? But at the end of the day, it's harder when you play F2 and F3. It take a lot of IQ or hockey sense about this, and that's why he become a sponge for me. For Martin, so we talk all the time because you want to learn to become better and the details of the game. It's not fun to become a 200 feet hockey player. It's not fun what Martin Sweet explained to the players right now for the Montreal Canadiens. It's fun to go score a goal, but it's not fun to protect the lead at the end of the game. It's not fun to learn about the details of the game. But him, Slafkovsky, the Sponge Slab, he want to learn better. He want to be better every single day. It's rare at 19 years old to have a player like him constantly request videos and you want to learn every day. That was my headline very quickly. I would love to hear from each one of you. Let's start with Mr. Enarta.
Yeah, I mean, he's demonstrated that all year long in my eyes. I know some people don't believe he's progressed as much as he should, but progression is not just a one-way street. Like, you have to approach it from different angles, and he's becoming a better all-round player, and that's the key thing. The production comes later. I mean, very few stars that are drafted number one will come out of the gate on fire right away. They're far and few. They're the absolute elite ones, like the Bedards and McDavids that came along, Hughes, and even Hughes in his first year didn't catch fire either. I personally love the way he's developing right now. He's showing that he has a willingness to learn on a day-to-day basis, and he's getting involved in the play every time he gets the opportunity. And let's face it, he's driving that line right now.
True. Marco?
Yeah. So first of all, Coach, great headline. And I just want to say thank you for not trying to superimpose Slaf's face on the sponge, because I think that would just look really weird. So I think very good choice to separate the two faces and do it that way. Because it's one of those things that maybe you can just never unsee after you've seen it once. So very good, very nice graphic and good headline. So I 100% agree, Coach. St. Louis has talked about this very openly. Slafkovsky is 100% a sponge, not only in terms of developing and building up his own personal game, but you could argue that his understanding of the team concepts is probably even more advanced than some of the veteran players. At least his willingness to actually implement them is certainly ahead of many of the players. I won't name them, but many of the players that are currently on the roster. And that's exhibited by the great video that you did with that shift where you were showing where he was able to kind of like rotate between responsibility as an F3, then F1, then back F3 based on the need of the play and everything. So 100%, to me, Coach, from the beginning, the comparable for me has always been Nichushkin. He's to me, by the way, if you watch Nichushkin play this year, my God, is that guy a beast. If we can get Nichushkin kind of result with Slafkovsky, he's going to be a really, really important player for us. And for me, he goes within the concept that we've debated a lot on here, guys, about how are you going to build a team with a top-heavy lineup with players, okay, they get their points in the regular season, or you're going to build around a four-line team that plays the right way, that's going to win playoff games. I love that model a lot more than having, 200-point players and you're paying 35% of your cap on 3 players on your team. I won't name which teams. We all know what teams those are, guys. And they've yet to win, most of the time. for me, SLAF fits perfectly within that. We'll see if Reinbacher also, turns out to be that way as well. Because I know some of us kind of still wonder about that pick, but Coach, you're 100% right. I love the headline. I love watching this kid play. Very, very cool.
Marco, you have a comment from NSS said, like Nelson. Do you like that?
Nelson, yeah, like Nelson, he's a bit better of a shooter, I think, than SLAF is.
But I like to compare. Like, if he can become that kind of plus, I think this is really good. Sometimes we try to find a bat, like you said, Niskushkin right now, right? But hopefully it's not the one he played for Dallas, by the way, but that's a story.
No. But see, guys, I know Tap and I have talked about this before, Coach. I don't think you're totally sold on this idea yet, but Brock Nelson is a center. And based on what Slafkovsky has shown me anyways, like if you go back, guys, if everybody everybody watching, if you go back to the beginning of the show this summer, and we were talking about what to expect from Slafkovsky, the thing that we all agreed that he really needed to work on was his processing speed. So I really like the fact that you talked about his hockey IQ, Coach, because hockey IQ is very different than processing speed. I think he always had very good hockey IQ, but it's the processing speed that needed to kind of catch up with NHL level. And we're starting to see that now. When he goes into the boards, he's like looking behind him, kind of doing the shoulder checks and things like that. So the processing speed is going to get better in terms of his ability to make decisions quickly, to shoot and make passes. I think that's probably some of the things that really pisses off people right now, is that he's still a bit hesitant to shoot or to make a clear pass sometimes, but that's still processing speed. That's going to come to him. But the vision and the hockey IQ is there.
Thank you to watching another Habs Nation video. But before we leave, we invite you, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the channel, and finally let us a comment about this video. And remember, you have greatness inside of you, and we wishes you an amazing, great, and blessing day.